Hello, welcome to our initial look at the 2021 Tiffin University Fall Football Campaign. I'm Russ Snyder, voice of the Dragons, and on the other side of the camera, head football coach Chris Reisert. Coach, how you doing today?
Doing awesome, Russ. Thanks so much for having me on, and looking forward to starting here tomorrow.
Yeah, thanks for making time for us. So Friday morning, we're going to start doing a coaches show. We can't do it on location because the schedules this year are kind of all over the place, no consistent time. So we'll record a show early in the week each week, and then we're going to shoot for Wednesdays at noon is when the show will go out for our fans to be able to check it out. So this week we're going to talk about the schedule a little bit, talk about the kids, get you ready for Marion, and then let Coach get on his way with his kids and get headed out towards Indianapolis. So an interesting opener for your kids this year, going on the road to take on an NAIA team, but don't let that fool you because this is a very talented football team.
It is. No, it's a really good football team. It's a great test for us. You know, they're a perennial top 5 team in the country at the NAIA level. We're just comparable to Division II football, and so it'll be a great test. You know, they've got some really talented kids. They're a proud program. They've been in 2019. They're in the national championship, and so it's a program that's going to play hard. They're going to play with great effort and a high amount of pride. And so we have to match the effort, match the intensity, and hopefully be able to make some plays and get out of there with a win.
Kind of a strange start to the season, having a spring season the season before, and then have you ever been, because of the extra years of eligibility, having so much experience coming back to mix with the youth you brought in?
It is. You know, it's interesting. There is we've got a great mix. You know, we have a ton of returners that kind of understand the lay of the land. We've been able to bring in some transfers, and I think that's been a big thing for us as well, to increase our talent level and also bring in an influx of energy, which is important. Then we've got some great young freshmen, so it's a great mix. And the cool thing for us in the fall right now is we're coming back with a little bit more experience than we had in the spring, and so now it's about really getting things to gel together as a football team, continuity, the consistency, the efficient pieces that need to come together, and that's where we're at right now in the phase of our season.
You kind of lean on some of those veterans to help with the maturity of your young players. Now these veterans got that extra, even more year of maturity, so it's only got to help season your young players after these guys who getting these extra years of eligibility will move on to their new careers after Tiffin University, and these new kids take their step up into the place.
Yeah, there's no doubt. I think one of the things that makes a program is when you have older kids in the program that are able to showcase what it means to be a Dragon, right? What effort looks like, what consistency looks like, right? What the right mentality needs to be on a game week. And so we're very fortunate to have older guys that can model the type of behavior that we want our young guys to really employ. And so that's a big thing when you think about the long-term success of a program, being able to develop and establish leadership at that top level so the younger kids know what it looks and feels like.
Well, you got a lot of guys at that top level returning this year. Let's talk about some of the veterans you got coming back on the offensive side of the ball. Nick Watson, you can see him right over your shoulder there. He's been quarterback here at Tiffin University for quite a while, and he brings a very gifted skill set along with his experience to your football team again this year.
Yeah, no, it's great. Right over our shoulders is the academic goal board, and something we're very proud of here. You know, obviously we want to have a success on the field, but most importantly, it's about developing people and developing the academic side of things and developing our guys holistically so they can grow spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and obviously on the field. So, but Nick has been a great example of that, of somebody that has really bought in every facet of our program. Certainly has achieved a wild amount of success in football, but on top of that has really grown and become a great leader of our football team and really just become a great young man. And so we're excited for his future on and off the field. He's a guy that'll lead us. You know, he's got great experience. He's got game readiness, and he's been in those big moments and he's performed. And so he's the steadying influence of our offense, of our team. When things are going up and down and up and down, he's really kind of a guy that can be calm, cool, and collected and really steady the ship and get us going in the right direction again.
Well, he can't do any of that if he doesn't have the guys up front taking care of him. Right. Talk about your offensive line, bringing back some experience there, and I'm sure you got some depth that's going to mix in as well with the youth.
We're super excited about the guys up front. You know, Coach Johns has done a tremendous job really developing a culture within that room. You know, the guys up front, really for us, the biggest guys are our center. Trent Clark was the conference player of the year up front. He'll be back, and then our whole left side is back. And so we're super excited about Caleb Pierce, our left guard, and Zach Richardson, our left tackle. And then on the right side, Jacob Oglesby started at right tackle, and George Speller played a lot of football for us as well.
A lot of names I've said over the last couple of years.
We have a ton of guys coming back that we're super excited about and really looking forward to having a year of continuity, you know, where those guys can really grow and play together and like I said, just consistently get better throughout the year. And I think we have, and a good thing, we've got talent, we've got great coaching, and the opportunity, I think, to be a really solid group.
Well, you mentioned continuity, and there's a lot of turnover in the coaching ranks. We saw it all over the campus this year.
Yeah.
And being able to bring back Coach Johns to continue working with these guys, the continuity, as you said, is a big key to just gelling as a unit.
No doubt. No, we've had the bulk of our staff back for 3 years now, and that's huge. You know, our guys are hearing the same voices, they're hearing the same messages, and they're able to build those relationships on a very micro level. You know, our program is very relationship driven, and so the ability to do that with the same person over and over again is a big plus. And obviously, we've had a couple coaches here and there have left. We've been able to bring in familiar faces and guys that I know well or our players know well, and we've really been able to not miss a beat. So it's been a very positive thing.
Well, we mentioned the offensive line and your quarterback. Now you got a skill sets on your running backs and your wide receivers that are through the roof. You got so much talent all over the place.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about the special things that they're going to bring to the table for you.
Yeah, I think at the wideout position, you know, the one guy that's back is Anthony Lowe. You know, in terms
breakout year last year. Goodness.
Had a great year. You know, I thought would have been the freshman of the year in the conference, and you know, was a premier player in the conference last year as a true freshman, and that's had a great offseason. So we're really excited for him and what he's going to accomplish this fall. Obviously, outside as well, you have James Dean was a second-team All-Conference player, and he's back again for his second year. Was a true freshman last year, and then a transfer coming in, Reggie Colson from West New Mexico, was a D2 All-American in 2019, has a lot of talent, has a lot of ability, and so got a lot of pieces. Cam Jordan was a transfer coming in from Syracuse. Jalen Thomas is a kid that hasn't played a ton in the past year due to injury and is healthy, and we're really excited about him, and the list goes on and on. So we're super excited about that group, and then our running back crew, we're really excited about too. You know,
so much depth.
Yeah,
Marcus depth we haven't seen here in years. It's amazing.
So we're excited about that. You know, Marcus Davis was the back of the year in the conference. He's back. Devin Nelson was our backup last year and has really improved throughout the season and throughout the fall. We're excited to see him really get game reps. And then Darius Pennix is a transfer we brought in from East Carolina. And he's got a chance to be a really dynamic football player for us. And then the last one is Baden Pennix, also was a transfer from Coastal Carolina. And Baden's done a great job in that running back room and kind of all over our offense, kind of leaving a footprint in a big way. So we're super excited about what he's going to be able to accomplish as well.
Well, you mentioned earlier about this program being relationship driven, and some of those transfers come in because of relationships that you had with these kids when you were recruiting them at a different spot. So it speaks volumes to you using that word because it resonates.
Yeah, no, I think, Darius, I recruited him 4 years ago when I was at Elon, and recruited him when he was a sophomore, and had such a great relationship with him and his family and followed his career, and he ended up in the transfer portal after really a nice career at ECU, and he remembered me, and we kind of picked up right where we left off, and so we're super excited to have him.
Can't have too many athletes.
You can't. No, Baden's a Cincinnati kid, played at Reading High School, and our families, my parents grew up in Norwood, his parents grew up in Norwood, so there's a lot of continuity there. And, so those things help, and I think I always say that you're in business for a lifetime, and so the better you treat people right at every facet, it's always going to help you in the long run. And so we really just try and do it the right way and try and be player first, and I think it helps us in the now, but also in the future.
That's part of the relationship, or I'm sorry, the things that you can teach young men through football as they grow into their professional life, and not every meeting could mean something down the road.
We talk a lot about the power of a first impression.
So true.
It's super pivotal, in long-term success, and I think the power of note writing too. We write a lot of notes here.
Right.
And those things are super important too.
Yeah,
just to
don't forget it.
Be different. Everybody sends emails and texts now. Write a handwritten note makes a big difference. So.
Something about putting your hand in a pencil and putting it on paper, it gets into your brain better.
Sometimes I think people don't even know how to write anymore.
I know.
So it's good to stress that a little bit. I certainly can't write in cursive anymore. They
don't even teach it.
I don't even know if we teach it anymore. I have to ask my kids. But no, it's a very powerful thing.
Right. Okay, we talked about offense. You got to score the football. You also got to stop them on the other side from scoring the football. You bring back a lot of talent there as well. Let's start with your defensive line.
Dude, no, I'm so excited about our D-line. I'm so excited about our defense in general. Coach Bathiani, our defense coordinator, has done a tremendous job. Coach Price, Coach Duke's also on the defense side of the ball. They've done an unreal job, I think, of just building culture, getting our guys to buy in and play hard. In defense, we always talk about effort and how it trumps everything, right? And more important than anything is your ability to play hard, 4 to 6 A to B, and do it over the course of 60 minutes. And our guys have really bought into that facet. So we're super excited. But Coach B has done a great job of developing our scheme and really that culture and instilling it. So really looking forward to getting those guys out there. But on the D-line, Coach Price, our D-line coach, also our academic coordinator, our recruiting coordinator, wears a bunch of different hats, and I think really has done a great job. We talk about relationship building, of doing that with that group. And so, we do return everybody up front on defense, which is exciting. Big names. Charlie Cleveland was the D lineman of the year in the conference. He's back. We're expecting another huge year from him. He's had a great offseason. Latrell Robinson kind of plays opposite of Charlie, and it really is an unsung part of our defense.
He has to love it. He has to love it. All that attention to Charlie.
He's a guy that does some great things in our defense on a daily basis, whether it's in the pass game, the run game. So much stuff that doesn't get noticed. That without Latrell, we're a different team, and so we're really excited to have him back. And then the big boy in the middle, Hunter Waits, had a great year in the spring and has taken that and really, I think, bumped up another level. And so really excited to see the things that he's going to do in the fall. And then some of our backups are coming along. Cam Fox has been a player here for a while, had a great fall. We're really looking forward to seeing him get out there and attack. I think he'll be a really a big weapon for us in the fall. And then some other guys, Kenja Jenkins is back up into Hunter Waits, and then a couple other guys on the outside that we're excited to see going. Montez Kelly at the end spot has had a great fall as well. So there's some names up there that I think you're going to hear throughout the fall that are really going to be able to have some instant impact moments on games.
All right, talk about the linebacking core now. You got a lot of guys out there that make a lot of tackles.
Yeah, consistency, right? So we return at our linebacking core. We return, all guys that played in the spring. Four of which are seniors. Right. So in a variety of ways, right? 4 year, 5 years, 6 years, 7 years seniors, but they're seniors, right? And so the continuity there has been huge. They understand our defense. Coach B's done a great job of making them aware of the fits and the ins and the outs and the adjustments. And so they are a steadying influence on our defensive team, which is huge. So Brandon Burks, team captain, plays our will spot, our weak inside linebacker spot. Also rushes the passer a little bit, has done a tremendous job, was a transfer back into Tiffin, was here before I was here and he left, then came back and has been a great guy in our program. Jacob Murtis, another senior captain, plays outside, inside, a little bit kind of all over the place. Right. And we're so excited. He's back for another year. He's got such a level of production and consistency that's unmatched. And then Landon Hall, our inside backer, is back again, and he's really developed throughout the course of his time here. We asked him to lose weight going into the 2020 season, lost 20 pounds, moved a bunch better, and had the season of his life. And so that's a big thing. And then Marshawn Menkins, who made some big splashes as a true freshman, is back again.
That kid has no fear, feels like.
Marshawn's a really good football player, and so we are fast and explosive when he's on the field, and he makes us better. So excited to see him after another year of really kind of soaking it in of just how dynamic he'll be.
And your secondary, a lot of experience coming back there, especially at your corner spots.
Yeah, Coach Dukes again has done an unreal job developing that position. We're so excited for those guys. Kevin Hyde and Tyler Richardson are two bookend corners. Kevin Hyde being a captain, got elected just a few weeks ago, and tribute to him and his work ethic and his ability to be a servant leader, and I'm proud of him for that. But him and Tyler have had great fall camps, they had great springs, operating at a high level. The other guy at that corner spot, Caleb Street, doesn't get a lot of the fanfare that those guys do, but man, he's playing some good football. So really feel like we've got three dynamic corners that we can play out there. At our nickel spot, you have Jermaine Whitby, that had a great season in the spring. I think he was second team all conference, should have been first. And really we're looking forward to him having another breakout year. He does a great job, I think, of playing the run and then also being a dynamic guy in the pass game. And then in our safety spot, some new faces. It'll be a little bit of a trial and error at that spot, and we're looking forward to unveiling those guys tomorrow. A couple names you're going to see back there, right? Justice Waller has been a 2-year starter for us in free safety. Torrey Hunt transferred in a couple years ago and has battled injuries, and really super excited to see him play. We haven't seen him yet. I think he's a guy that's really going to provide an instant impact for us. Jesse Johnson was a transfer in from Eastern Illinois, had a great fall camp. Excited to see him. Pat Twame is a returner, is back. Austin Andrews is a returner, had a great year on special teams, and is looking to carry it over into our defensive backfield. So I'm sure there's somebody I missed, but those are the bulk of those guys. Right. and really we're looking forward to seeing those guys out there again.
It's amazing how many names that you have said here during our 15 minutes we've been talking that I've said their names so many times that all the experience coming back could line up for a very special year this year. And speaking of experience, I don't know if anybody has as much experience as you do in the special teams kicking game, and you bring in Orlando back again this year.
Yeah, no, we got a guy that's handled all 3 phases for us, and that's huge. And so our long snapper's back as well, and so we're looking forward to that continuity. And David did a great job, I think, really steadying the waters for us, and did a great job as our kickoff guy, our place kicker, and then obviously as our punter too. And so we're looking forward to another dynamic year for David, and Coach Dukes has taken over the role of our special teams and has really provided, I think, a spark there and get our guys to play hard and play with great effort. And so we're looking forward to putting that on display on Saturday.
All starts on Saturday. Can you believe it's here already? I can't believe it's the 3rd week of high school football already.
I know. I can't believe it's here, and then I feel like we're already in week 13. So it's like I don't know which way I'm feeling on depending on the moment. But the reality is we're excited for the opportunity. It is. It's a great test. They're a good football team and a proud football program, and we're gonna have to play really well to win. So for us, we're looking forward to the opportunity to go out there and see where we're at. We always say you attack it, you see how it plays out, and you figure out the rest. And so we're looking forward to unveiling Showtime on Saturday. And I know this: our guys will play hard, they'll play with energy, and hopefully we get a few bounces and we're able to walk out of there with a W.
Everybody's saying it right now, but how happy are they to be hitting somebody else with a different helmet on?
Yeah, I don't think we can wait. It's been a long camp. It's been a great spring, but kind of that hiatus it felt like it's gone fast, but then you get back to camp and it's like, all right, it's coming, and it can never get here fast enough. And the time is here. We are, I don't know, what are we, 27 hours from kick? And there's definitely a buzz around the building. So we're excited to get over to Marion and play a really good football team, and hopefully when the dust settles that we can get one more point than them and find a way to go 1-0.
All right, we'll wrap it up here, Coach, and we'll do it like Wheel of Fortune style. We'll give you the RSTLNE. Okay. So when people watch Tiffin University football this year, I know that they're going to see 60 minutes of football. I know they're going to see disciplined football. What else are they going to see?
I hope you're going to see energy and effort. We are an effort-based program that's relationship-driven in everything we do. We've talked a little bit about that, but it starts with our effort. I hope you're going to see a football team that's going to play hard, a football team that's going to play together, and a football team that's going to play, like you said, for 60 minutes and hopefully be able to weather storms and weather that ebb and flow and just be consistent all the way throughout that game. And so that's what we pride ourselves on. I hope you're going to see effort and energy from all 3 phases, and hopefully we can put some great special teams display on Saturday, and then obviously on offense and defense, you're hoping to put your best foot forward.
Well, have a lot of fun on Saturday. Let's do it again next week.
Yes, sir.
All right. He's Coach Chris Reisert of the Tiffin University Football team. If you'd like more information on Tiffin University Football, you can find that at gotiffindragons.com. This has been your look at Tiffin University Football on the Chris Reisert Show.